Hello everyone, I would like to present you a brand new, completely unprofessional analysis by Pokonywacz. And the very first one, with me talking in English, we are an international guild right now, so I hope I will do my best and I hope you will understand me clearly. And I think it's very important for me and you to understand what really happened on this battlefield. We will watch the three point of views with me fighting with Kamlan and trying to make a huge clamps against escalation and elevate. Without more hesitation, let's jump into the first vote.
Come. Overcharge, come northeast, overcharge, guys, overcharge, come northeast. You're gonna hit northeast 5?
Okay, so at the very beginning of every battle, there is a dismount order, and it's very important. So let's see what did we do. From this point of view, I can tell we did very poor job, very poor job. We heard that Arkapiech told our alliance's reject party that we are pushing northeast, and we can imagine that we are the second cooldown after our alliances, so probably elevate have no defenses, and it's really the free engage for us. So only by reading really or hearing the Arkapiech, we can imagine that our first strike have to be really fast, right? We have a really small window between elevate having or not having their defenses. So again, from my point of view, you can see that they have really natural clamps. I think my position as a Kamlan, as an offensive tank, is really good. Zetunia as a battle mount have really good position to make a clamp. And what can we say? I think Shalona Evela and Yebim have really good position. I think this is like, these are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, maybe 6, 7 people that really understand what will happen right here, and they are prepared to make as much damage as we can. And where is our Zerg right now, guys? Seven people know what will happen right now, and I don't really understand why are we having only 2 DPS at the front. Elevate as a Zerg just used all their cooldowns to kill our alliances. So this is the best moment, the very best moment to go into them, just make damage, kill as many as you can, and without any problems just go away. Our opponents making like no pressure at all right now. This is the best moment to dismount right in here, right? As a tank, of course. and as the DPS right here, right here, right here. So when Arca call out the attack, you will have as short distance as possible to just make an attack and go away. Make an attack and go away. Let's watch this very first engage together and let's find out what happened.
4, 3, 2, 1. Hit notice dice. Hit notice on the front. Hit notice. I'm hitting notice. I'm hitting them. Hit notice on the front. Hit notice on the front, guys. Hit notice on the front. You hit notice on the front, guys. Hit notice on the front. Hit notice on the front, guys. Hit notice on the front. I hit them now. I hit them now.
So really what happened is an engage, a simple one, and what we can really see, there are a bunch of people who went into elevate, made really good clamps. I think Zytunia made a very great job. I saw Tigerinho making a really good job with his hammer. I saw me making a really good route with my W ability and E ability to make a really great clamp, and we killed no one. The Juggernaut is the really a very big tower that always makes clamps, and the people that are pulled by Juggernaut they have no defenses, they are perched, and really elevate. In this very moment we made an engage, we catch them with their pants off. Really, they had not that much defensives. I saw like one enigmatic, I can see like one locus. This was our very first engage. Every people we do have are alive. Every DPS are alive. There are really not too much death tanks that could stop your engage. So why didn't they die? I do not understand. I beg you, just watch my VOD as a tank, and maybe you can't kill the clamps because you are too far away, and you just can't put your E ability when Arca is ending the countdown, right? You should put your damage when Arca is calling 2, 1. So just watch my POV and just take some lessons from it, because as you can see, I really think our offensive tanks made really good job. We went out on this battle with our boss out, and without any fear, without any hesitation, just jumped into them and made a huge clamps, and they really didn't die. And this is, from this point of view, this is like a disaster. I will tell you why in a second, but from this moment I really can, the one thing I can say is that Arcapier did a really good thing as a caller. We made a perfect engage as a tanks. Elevate made like no engage back, so we lost pretty no one. But the problem is, again, we killed no one too. So why it's really a problem? There's a rule in the game that I think not everybody know, and let's see what the rule is telling us. So the rule name is focus fire, and it's from Wikipedia. Let's read general information about the rule. Albion has a built-in protection system for players who are outnumbered. This protection comes in the form of focus fire, which is a damage reduction factor that kicks in when you are attacked by multiple opponents based on two factors. First one, the number of players attacking a player, and the second one, whether they are attacking with melee or ranged weapons. And there is a bracket, and guys, this is the most important bracket you will ever see and you will ever read about ZVZ rules. Let's see what the bracket is telling us. Based on numbers of players attacking one person, you get a damage reduction from 0% to 80%. 80%. This is the most important rule of every ZVZ. That's why the tanks with heavy armor that played within the enemy and getting hit with Qs, with Ws, were like invincible, because they are without any problems getting the numbers of players of 30, and they are getting the damage reduction of 80%. But let's remember that we are not really here to kill tanks, but in the new meta it's really easier, right, with the spikes. But it's really important to kill healers and kill DPS who wear light armor. And the damage reduction 80% means that you will need not like 3 or 4 guys to kill them, but you need 7 or 8. In the clamps like that, when the fight is going on and going on and going on, the every next clamp will be harder to kill. With the knowledge we just got, let's go back to our battlefield and let's see what elevators are really doing right now. They are not only having their guys in clamps survive, but this is, if you will watch the any tank POV, I am really fighting them from season like 11 or something. This is what Elevate are fighting. This is like their style. This is the style or tactic that they invented, and it's didn't really changed since season 11. And what you can see, they are making natural clamps, and it's really hard for every other guild, because the natural clamps means that when you will get engaged, more people will die, right? The enemy tanks don't need the camlans, don't need the Ava hammers to make clamps, because the enemy or the elevate just making clamps themselves. This looks really weird for the first time. You can think that they are really easy to kill, but because those are the best players in the whole Albion, like I said, they invented the tactics. They can change their weakness into the strength. Why? Because they have very, very good players on supportive roles, and they have the best locuses, they have the best enigmatics, they have really good defensive stacks. So even clamped, they are getting so many defensive abilities that we cannot kill them. And this combined with the fire focus rule means that every next engaged they will get more damage reduction and more defensive, right? Because those are the players that get hit by, I don't know, like 10, 20 or maybe even 30 people. You saw my W ability, and I hit like again 20, maybe 30 people, and every one of them, even if they are a healer even if they are DPS with light armor, they want to be hit. They want us to attack them with Q and W. As long as we won't kill them, because we are not that good, we are not organized enough, and they have really good defenses, they want us to hit them. And we really need the perfect engages to hit and to kill them. This is like a disaster, because we didn't kill anyone, but we made them stronger right now. And with Elevate being the best Zerg and having the best players in the world, I really can say that they have a knowledge and they have ability to just turn around and kill us, right? We had really good surprise engage, I would say, and we didn't use that to our advantage. And what I wanted to say, that every small mistakes matter. Every small mistakes we are doing against Elevate really matter. So that was important to, in the very first place, dismount in the right place. It was very important to put damage in the right place as a damage dealer in the first engage, because this was the only chance we had to kill them. So watch the VODs, check out how is fight going against Elevate, check that they are making mistakes, we can catch them off guard, they are making clamps, and just take a lesson from this. As a damage dealer, do everything you can to combine your abilities with other damage dealers and kill the first clamp, second clamp, because when the fight is going on, like I said, every next engage will be tougher, and we will lose the ability to kill them, because right now we are fighting with our alliances under the same alliance, and elevate and escalation are not. It means not only the damage reduction are on their side, but the disarray is on their side also, right? So they need less damage dealers, less damage to kill us than we need. And this, again, combined with their really good players, combined with the weapons they are bringing to ZVZ, the best weapons that can easily kill tanks, I mean gauntlets. It's all adapt together and just makes them, like I said, invincible. So let's watch the POV. Let's see what happens next. After the engage and put up a damage, we are making a disengage to southwest. As I said, no one is really going for us. Elevate didn't make a counter engage, so this is the moment the real fight is going to happen.
Come northeast, guys, come northeast, come. Yeah, I'm gonna hit them northeast. Yeah, come back to this, come to this, guys, come to this. I need death tank northeast, come to this, guys. I need death northeast, come to this, guys. Come to this, come east, come to this, guys, guys.
This is the moment we heard a player Zytunia that called to Arkapiech that some players of Elevate made a push to southeast. So from this point we can think that we make a counter engage. Luckily we were not a target to disengage, right? Okay, but from this point we can discuss about our tanks and their position. As you can see, we have like around 80 people in the battlefield. So that means that there are around 20 tanks on battlefield. And this is again the moment that the engage will happen, and this is the moment for every Kamlan and for every tank to make an engage or stop an engage. And again, what we can see is Zytunia again on the battle mode, Pokonywacz again in the enemy, right? And I can see some nicknames: Pasa, Dats, I can see Derrick right here. So whenever Arkapiech will start a countdown, those players will be on the place to make a move, to make a good plays, to use their abilities on every player, right? Like I said, they are all naturally clamped, right? So it's really easy to make a perfect move. And what we can see, there are not enough players, not enough tanks to make them stop. Even if they will start attacking, we have our everyone have their cooldowns, because our E ability is ready to use. So elevate ability E is ready to use also. So this is the best moment for Grail Seekers. This is the best moment for Groves to be in the enemy, to play in the enemy, in enemy clothes, to put your ability W, to put your E ability on Grail Seekers, to put your Knight armor to stop them running like they want to. So like, watch this POV and you will see that this is your role as a tank, to be in the enemy. They are not interested to kill me or Zetunia right now. Sure, we will get hit by Q and W abilities, but it's at this point, with our damage reduction being really high, because a lot of them hits us already, it's irrelevant really if one of two of them will start attacking us. And we split it like this. We are not the target for Tamashi to call the engage for us. So really, there's place right here to be as a tank in the enemies. It's good for you both, for your abilities to hit the most players, and again, you will get the defenses, the defense and the reduction from enemy players hitting you. It's really the safest place right now to be. They can turn around to hit our Zerg southwest from me, and this is probably the most dangerous place to be, not here. And from this place you can stop every engage, or as an offensive tank to make a perfect clamp, like me or like Zetunia. Okay, let's go.
Hit North is 5. Come North is 5. 4, 3, 2, 1. Hit this. I'm hitting them. Hit this.
Like I said, there was the perfect position for me, for Zetunia, to make a clamp, and for another tanks to continue the clamp, so to knock up the opponents. And I make a step up to the north, because I just saw the bunch of players here who can counter our push, right? So I will use my R ability to push them away and just stop them from engaging us. This is really important as a tank to find your role in the Zerg. You can be both a defensive and an offensive tank. I had good position to put up my E ability, while I am in the perfect position to use my offensive abilities to stop the engages, right? My helmet, my knight armor, or my W. It works too if you are defensive role. And again, this is the perfect position for Ava quarterstaff to make a move with E ability to make a clamp. So it's not about your role, but it's about your position in the Zerg. Remember that. Remember and just think. You don't need a caller in this position to know what will be the next step in Arkapich mind and in Tamashi mind, right? It's even better to be here because you will see the movement of Tamashi Zerg. You will see the abilities that can show you engage is coming. And that's our knight helmets, that's our boots abilities, and it's the perfect position to stop the engage. And that's how the ZVZ works in this game. Someone will make an engage and the second guild will make a counter engage. So this is the really maybe a little bit on south is the better place for the defensive tank to be to stop the counter engage. This is the moment our Zerg is the most vulnerable on the attacks. If we want to make an engage and put up a damage in one place, our players will stack up and make a natural stacks. So it's the best moment to kill us, even without Kamlans, without Avahammers. So it's even more important to be in the position to stop the enemies from engage, to stop the DPS from putting out their damage. Let's watch what will happen here.
Hit for this, and go back with this. Give kills on the front, you give kills on the front, and come back with.
Okay, what we can see, it's a counter engage from elevate. The first thing that happens were knight helmets, so my my plan about pushing them away didn't work. And the second thing that we didn't see in our engages is damnation. Guys, if you are playing on the role with damnation, it's really the most deadliest weapon in the Zerg. It's really important for you to be the first player that attack and put down the defensives. And I didn't see even one damnation in our Zerg that put down his ability when we did our attacks. And you can see the damnation from elevate instantly. The whole players here will probably die, right? They made natural clamps, they get hit by damnation, and unfortunately they probably die. That's how ZVZ works. After every engage, you will get countered. We get lucky in the first place, like I said, we had surprise engage, but it won't happen again. Elevate know what they are doing. Tamashi know how to play, right? And those are the most deadliest players in ZVZ in Albion Online. So in the engage, in our engage, it's really important not only for DPS to hit our enemies, but it's very important for our tanks to stop the engage, to stop the people from attacking, right? And there are no really a player that can stop elevates from attacking, from pushing. I can see only Weasley. I can see me and Xbert using the wrong spells. I should have used my D ability or W ability, and it would stop the players from going even with knight helmets. But I wanted to stack up the armor, which didn't really happen because I was worried about dying. But like you see, damage is going to the stacks, not to the single players in the enemy zerg. So just take a lesson how to play as a tank. Take a lesson how to play as the damnation, because this is the game-changing rule. You will see what will happen to those players without the stacked armor and magic resistance, and with the damage resistance lowered by this ability, and just as a DPS, look what will happen with our players. This is how you play as a DPS. As you can see, the DPS aren't here. This is not the place for DPS. When your color is counting down, your place is in the first line or on the sides, like you can see the 1, 2, 3, 4 players, damage dealers, going side by side and putting down their damage, and they will melt down our players. This is pretty much over. We made two engages. We killed pretty much no one, and they used this against us.
No, they just pushed me. I need heals, 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 I need heals. I'm dead, I'm dead.
Like I said, my D ability was too late.
Come to chain. Come southwest, guys. Come southwest. Gate west, and hold.
This is the moment we lost our color. I would normally stay in the enemy zerg, but there's always some time for another color to take the rule. It will take some time for other people to mark the new color for the zerg. So I decided to just go away from the zerg.
We're looking east. Come east, guys. Come east, and spread. Spread north, spread south. Spread north, spread south. Spread.
Rozdzielili się na dwie grupy.
Spread.
Hold.
Jedna,
Hold.
jedna
Hold.
idzie na SK, jedna na.
Kite west. Kite west. Kite west. Come towards east. Come
Guys, I
towards
need
east. Come
help.
towards east. Come south. Come south. Come south. Come south. Come southwest. Come southwest. Come southwest. Come southwest. Come southwest. Come southwest. And spread. 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 We kiting. We kiting. We kiting.
Your elevator is still pushing me. Can you help?
Come southwest. Come southwest.
I'm northwest of you.
Dev tanks on the northeast. Dev tanks on the northeast. Go southwest. Go southwest. Go southwest. Go southwest. And we gonna turn on the choke in 3. Northeast. 2. 1. Hit it northeast. Hit it northeast. Hit it northeast. Hit it northeast, guys. Hit it northeast. Hit it northeast. On the cannon. On the cannon. On the cannon. And come southwest and south. Come southwest and south. Come south. Come south. Come south.
You're
Come south,
smashy
come south,
southeast
come
here.
south.
Smashy southeast here.
Yeah, I see that. Push northwest. Push north.
Officially, this is end of this fight. We can see we are getting overrun by two groups, and unfortunately, there is a zerg of our alliances going back. So I don't really think we have abilities to kill to win the battle. But I'm pretty sure, I really believe that we had our chances to at least kill 10, 20, maybe 30 guys. We had 2 engages and we just did nothing. So on the kill board it will look probably like horrible. It will look horrible. But from this point of view, I think that we had our chances. We just have to learn how to use those chances, and look at those players. How did they kill us? And unfortunately, but this also is some kind of lesson, right? We can try to use their weapons. We can try to use damnation properly. We can position our tanks better to stop the engages. You can see they are making the natural clamps, so we can make some bomb squad the attack off cooldowns. GG, well played, and we will try again. Unfortunate, the vote is already 40 minutes long, so I think I have to stop it right here. I had a plan to watch the 3 videos from the fights from this day. But like I said, it's already 40 minutes long. I don't really think that anybody will watch that long VOD. And my plan was to watch the first one, to point out some rules in fights against elevates, and the second fight and the third one was just to prove my points. So maybe, just maybe, I will make another video. We will see. Either we need it or not. For now, I would like to thank you for being here with me. I would like to thank Elevate for showing up. At the very end, we are here to give them an content, and they are here to give us a content. And for everyone who didn't take part in this battle, I just want you to show you how ZVZ works, and I hope we will meet at Battlefield. See you next time.